Oh, it's Wednesday, the 14th of May, 2025. It's another lovely day here in the UK. Welcome to the channel The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. But as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is competing in the event around the world with Formula E in the limited series within Real Racing 3, 13.3, and this is part one. Right, game on screen, bit of game audio, probably a bit quiet at the moment, but it'll get louder. On the YouTube chat, Aaron C. John says hello. Hello, Aaron. Welcome along. Good to see you again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. Right, okay. Now, before I get going, sorry, that was an itch. I wasn't picking my nose. Honest, Gov. Honest. Now, before I get going, you'll see there that my gold is a little bit higher than yesterday, 1,275. So the reason for that is I collected my daily bonus for today, which was 5 gold. Being classed as an elite player from a status perspective meant I got double that. So I got 10 gold. Got the reward for last week's weekly time trial. So that's 50 gold. And have been sort of in the background collecting the gold and R dollars for playing adverts. So that's an additional 40 gold. So 100 gold straight off the bat before we even started racing today. Now, what will happen, because there is a cap on M dollars, 250,000, which why I've sort of suggested I'm going to be splitting this limited series, not into two parts like I normally do, but actually into three parts. But we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. So, around the world with Formula E limited series, it's available for 7 days once you open it. Let's go. Now, the picture suggested there were multiple Formula E cars available, but the car that you win is the Formula E SRT 01E Season 4. So let's go into a race. You see, there's only one. So it's a little bit misleading if we come back out. That suggests there's multiple cars available. It will be interesting to see if different cars become available at each stage. Can't tell from here. We'll have to wait and see. Right, we'll just get on then. So, probably will only get to, like, I reckon if I'm about right, 33%, which means I'll only get one reward today. So some M dollars and 5 gold. And again, look at my M dollar total. It's 4.5, well, it's over 4.6 million, and you can only have a total M dollar balance of 5 million. But I'm suspecting at some point to complete this series, even though I own the car, I'm going to have to upgrade the car in question. And if I have to do that, that might help with the series this car is in. So that if hopefully if it remembers that, we come back out. There we go. If I go to that series, it's only at 54%. And the reason why it's only at 54% is I can't go any further. Because the car, although it's owned, sits at 48.6. So, interesting. Interesting indeed. So I reckon not only can I complete this, and it only costs me 100 gold. I'll get 50 gold back through this limited series, and there's a possibility of earning a bit more gold as well through the series this car is in. But maybe I should just crack on with it. Right, a few people have commented in the chat. Pasya Adiyansia says hello, welcome along, good to see you again. Lord Night Moon says hello. Aaron C. John says, so today's gold done. Well, yes, exactly. I'm on target. Alok Goose says, hello, Alok, welcome along, good to see you again. Lord Night Moon says 50.8 PR required, I think. Yes, I do remember seeing the release note. So if I do want to complete this series, I will need to upgrade the car, which I'm not overly worried about, even though I own it, because in its own series, I'm only at 54%. So hopefully I'll be able to almost get my gold back in terms of what I spend. Fingers crossed. So Aaron C. John says you can have more than 5 million M dollars by collecting bonuses after reaching 5 million. Yes, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yes, so the allowed daily allowance and the allowed total cap is applicable only to the M dollars you earn through racing, not in terms of rewards that you get from either your daily rewards or the rewards in your VP or your rewards that you get from a 25%, 50%, 75%, or 100% completion. Aaron, you're absolutely correct. Thank you very much for correcting me again. That's 2 days in a row. Because I might have been testing you. Could have been testing you. Right, let's get racing. Autocross. Formula E circuit for Season 5. Now, a downside for it being Formula E is one, the cars are slow, and two, it means going along these awful tracks, which I am not a fan of. And if you saw me yesterday, you'll realise how I struggled with the back end of these cars. They're not the grippiest. Oh. And this car has a horrible noise to it. Nevertheless, this early on, it's easy enough to win. So here's the key. Is there an M dollar? Yes, there's an M dollar limit. Well, that's not very good, is it? I do sometimes think they don't think these things through. Well, at least we've got a day's worth of free servicing. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to do it any earlier in terms of tomorrow's stream than what I've done today, so it won't count for a great deal. Right, Speed Snap, this time at the Red Bull Ring Grand Prix circuit. Sounds horrible, doesn't it? Till it gets going. Here we go. So far, so good. 3,000 M dollars there. So we'll get an idea of what the cost per tier will be. Bearing in mind this is the first tier, and normally the cup contains the fewest number of laps. %. So we've got the cup East Circuit at Suzuka, and it's 2 laps. So I would imagine this will be 16 cars. Yes, it is. I like going around the outside, so I'm gonna move all the way over here. Already up to 7. There we go, into first, nice and easy. So I reckon this will earn me 16,000 M-dollars-ish. 8,000 a lap is what I'm thinking, because it's not the complete circuit. But we'll see. What the fact that this is 2 laps tells me is, again, hopefully they've listened to the moaning to do with some of the limited series they've had in the past, where the number of laps on a cup has been incredibly long, and it does make the limited series just a little bit boring. There we go, nice and easy. So Yaka Yokotar enters the chat on the YouTube side, asks, "Hello, Mr. Tony. How is the weather in the UK?" Hello back. Hope you are well. The weather is very nice. It's I mean, you guys work in Fahrenheit, don't you? So it's 17 degrees, which I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, to be fair. Is there an easy way of changing this? Sort of settings. Yeah, here we go. So 63 degrees Fahrenheit, which for us Brits, for us English, is pretty good. It's quite nice. It's been lovely out there today. No wind as well. Blue skies. Just a very nice day. And here I am inside racing. But I did go for a walk before streaming. So all is well with the world. Now here's an interesting thing. So 2 laps only earned me 9,200 M-dollars. So you never know. We might get quite a bit into this before we have to stop. And I will stop when I hit the M-dollar cap, the daily M-dollar cap. Now, it is possible we won't have too many long races, because typically these cars go on much smaller tracks. So hopefully, even though we were at Suzuka for the Cup, it will only, if we do go to other Grand Prix circuits, it won't be the full Grand Prix circuit. It'll only be the small parts. Okay, so there we go. Tier 2. We've got speed record at the Porsche test track, elimination at a Formula E track at Hong Kong, in fact, and also the Cup. And it's 2 laps again. Okay, well, we'll just work our way through it. Let's start with the speed record. 141 miles to hit. Who designed this car? Okay, there we go, first. Now, what I will say is the brakes are pretty good in this car. And in fairness, I don't think necessarily the grip of the tyres are bad. I just think all the weight is in the back of this car. Anyway, that's speed record first. Just need to complete the lap in one piece if possible. Now, I'll tell you what's interesting about these cars. This is how old these cars are. No halo. No halo. Interesting. So a full lap of a longer track, 8,450. So I'm already 10% of the way there. But my completion rate, I think, will only be 8%. There we go. So I might get further than 33%. Let's see how we carry on. Elimination next. Careful. Oops. Up. Got first and lost it again. 5 cars left on track. Only second, but I'm right behind first. Just take my time. Oh. Oh, there we go, into first. Not quite a guarantee of a podium yet. Unfortunately, the engineer will yet again be busy after the race to fix the bodywork. There we are, guaranteed of a podium place. Oh. Okay, just first and second left in the race. Just got to keep this up. Up, there. Completely lost track of that corner then. Nevertheless, I still won, and amazingly, the car didn't smash into bits. 11,800 dollars earned. Okay, up to 37,000. And we've got to 11%. Right, onto the cup. I suppose just to show you what this car is upgraded to. I believe it's just upgraded to 3 across the board. There we go. I'm sure level 2 required gold to purchase, but I actually don't remember what that was. It was such a long time ago now. Right, let's race. Formula E, 2 laps, 16 competitors, including myself. Need to finish in the top 3. 2 laps is quite hard, I think, to get first. I'm really not a fan of any of these circuits. Okay, up into 6th. That's not too bad. Into 3rd, there we are. That's enough to open up the next tier. Surprised they've not done any of racing involving managing your battery. Maybe that's to come. Just need to stay first. Three. Hasn't got the turning circle as well, this car. I don't know. I don't like the balance. I don't like the noise. I don't like the turning circle. I don't like the tracks. They keep playing me. Right, there we go. That is 2 tiers completed. 13 more tiers to go. As I said, I don't think I'm going to get 13 done tonight. Look at that, 48,900. It is looking like 20,000, 20,000, 25,000 dollars per tier at the very least at this moment in time. I mean, that would be good. That would take us all the way up to tier 10. Right, service the car. It's instant and it's free. Up Melbourne for the cup. Another 2 laps. Head to head at Suzuka West Circuit and Hunter around Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So that's a long lap, to be fair. Let's give that a go. This will be interesting. See how we get on. Oh, there we go. Fat Horse takes over again. Oh, slow. There we go. You've almost got to caress the car around the corners. There we go, that's the first. Hmm. Uh, there we go. $7,800 scored. We're already over a fifth of the way there. %15 in terms of completion, though. Next, head to head around the West Circuit at Suzuka. Still easily winning these events as they're early on, all these goals against the tier. Here we go. Relatively straightforward win. I might get further into this than I initially thought. Okay, so Cup in Tier 3, Melbourne, 2 laps, 16 cars again, I'm assuming, yep. Just trying, I mean, it's Melbourne, you can't keep it clean. Up into 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th. Stay behind this car. They get through the chicane. There we go, up into 4th. Final lap, I've just got 3 cars to overtake. There we go, on the podium, that'll open up Tier 4, that's enough. Oh, lost it there. Nevertheless, into 2nd. Can't even get first here. There we go. There we go. Oops. 75,000. So as per usual, it is looking like 25,000 dollars earned per tier. So that's a lot better than what I thought, but it is early on. Hmm. Okay, 20%. Now, if you didn't have the car and all you'd done is applied level one, I guess, level one upgrades, you wouldn't be able to get any further than this. But we're a little bit further into the game than that because we already own the car. We'll do the speed snap first around Monza. Ooh. There we go. Relatively straightforward that. 3,000 dollars earned. Now that might be balanced out by what's coming next, which is the endurance. I'll do the endurance next. Up to this point, no battery control required, no lifting and coasting. Blimey, was that on fire? No, it was just the sand. One lap down, 2.4 into sixth place. I'm not going to worry too much about waiting to earn my full 10 seconds. Just get my foot down and see where we end up. 3 miles on the scoreboard. Oops. 4 miles on the scoreboard into fifth. Two laps done. Into fourth. 5 miles done. into third. 6 miles done. Here we go. This is it. Here we are. Won relatively easily. Not the best car for racing, is it? Really isn't. Pretty sure the noise of the car would just send you to sleep. Here we are, 8 miles. There we go. So this will probably mess up my M dollars earned. Let's have a look. 29,000 in one race. There you go, and that's the problem. And I've still got the cup to do. Haven't hit 25% yet. I do think I'm going to get to more than 33% completion though. Right, next. Cup, Silverstone. It's only the national circuit, but it has crept up now to 3 laps. And it's 22 cars. And I'll tell you now, I'm not a fan of this circuit. If it's the one I think it is. Oh, it might not be actually. We might be alright. Yeah, we're okay. This one I like. It's the other one I don't like. Yeah, this one's okay. Quite a few opportunities to overtake cars. So Aaron C. John has asked, do I have to spend some M dollars to continue? I have to suspend some M dollars and some gold tomorrow to upgrade the car. So fortunately it fits perfectly in terms of not hitting the $5 million cap, which I would hit tomorrow. So answer to your question, yes. It's almost like I planned it. We're already into third, into second. And off we go. Still in first, just about. there we go. That's another first. Uh, Tascore Dollar enters the chat on the YouTube side and asks, I think they should start adding more tracks in this game. I think at the moment they're adding, I mean, I'm sure they've added 2 new tracks in the last 6 months, so I don't think that's too bad. The problem in terms of what they're doing, obviously, though, is they're giving people early access and you have to pay for early access. So I would avoid that if I was you. But I mean, this release itself has a new track in the form of Sebring. Haven't seen it myself yet because it's all associated with the Motorsports LMP that's in this release. But I hopefully get to see that on Monday. And there we go. 5 gold for 25% completion. Right, there we go. So, as you saw there, it didn't take off my total. So my total, I'm halfway there. So potentially, I reckon I'm just going to fall short of hitting 50% today. But that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Right. Tier 5, we've got head-to-head at the national circuit at Circuit de Catalunya. We've got a speed record at a Formula E circuit. And then we've got the cup race again at the national circuit at Circuit de Catalunya. And it's 3 laps again. Right, let's do the head-to-head first then. Let's do the head-to-head first. And he's almost off there, not quite. There we go. Another first. So Tascore Dollar asks, how did you get so much R dollars? Well, it's more of a case you can't spend them. So when you've been playing this game for intermittently 12 years, there comes a point where you just end up collecting R dollars. So, for example, in terms of um, R dollar earnings today, 600,000. So in terms of how I earn it, it's simply by playing the game because obviously you earn R dollars for every single race in this game on the road collection side. Collecting your daily reward, of which some of it is R dollars. To get the gold in terms of playing videos, unfortunately, you have to go through videos that give you R dollars. It's those 3 things predominantly. And obviously, every time you get a completion percentage on a road collection, you also get R dollars. So there comes a point when you're trying to win a car and and you're upgrading it. Half the time you have to upgrade with gold and not with R dollars. So I can't spend the R dollars that I'm earning. Now, early on in the game, if you're new to playing the game, that's not the case. You initially struggle to build up your R dollars, but the only way to do it is daily daily entry into the game to get your reward, playing the videos when you can to get your rewards, and daily racing to earn our dollars through racing. Uh, and then obviously there comes a point where you're earning more R dollars than you're spending, which is where I am at right now. Hopefully that answered your question. Right, there we go. So that's first on tier 5. Next up, speed record, Formula E Berlin circuit. I'm not entirely sure where the fastest part of the track is. Let's have a think. Let's just give it a go. Let's go round and see what happens. Let's go round and see what happens. There you go. That's what happened. First. Pretty straightforward. There we go. That's the first. So to score dollar, I did also ask about how long I've been playing it, and I did sort of answer that. So intermittently for the last 12 years ish. Almost got the game, not quite when it came out, but I wasn't far behind. Yeah, there we go. Right. It's another first. So to complete tier 5 and effectively get to 33% where I thought I would have to finish. Doesn't look like I will. I'm nowhere near the 250,000 M dollar limit. It's a 3-lap cup race around the national circuit at Circuit de Catalunya. Just stay out of trouble if you can. We go into 4. Pretty clean for me, this. Pleasant surprise. Just a little bit of a nudge there. Onto the podium. That'll open up tier 6. I'll stay there into second. There we go. First. 2 laps to go. whoopsie-daisy. So Turing Buffning has put, oh no, not the free upgrades. Well, I mean, so far, I mean, I've had this car for ages, so I've got no idea what the upgrades costs were. I'd have to look that up, which obviously I will. But with it being an electric car, there's only 6 engineering components to upgrade. And as it stands, I've got 18 upgrades applied across the board, but I don't think that is enough to complete this series. So, Adam Games asked, what is the full upgrade costs of this event? And the honest answer to that is, at the moment, I don't know, because I haven't done it. But when I have done it, which will either be at some point tomorrow or some point Friday, obviously will happen on stream, I should be in a better position to let you know. Right, so that's another first. 18,900 added to my M dollar total. Getting closer to that cap, over 150,000. Service the car, it's free and it's instant. There we go. So 33%, a third of the way there. Still got 100,000 M dollars available before I hit my daily cap. So I'm going to carry on. So tier 6, we've got a speed snap around the circuit of the Americas, an autocross around the Suzuka circuit. Hello, here we go. And a cup around the Grand Prix circuit at Red Bull Ring. And it's 3 laps. Good grief. So there we go, you see. So as soon as we start hitting the bigger tracks, the M dollar earning is going to go up. Now, it still looks like you could potentially do this over 2 days if you wanted to max your M dollar earning. But the moment they switch to the bigger tracks, you're going to be talking close to 30,000 M dollars being earned for that cup. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's take a look. Oops. Speed snap. There we go. Only 3,000 M dollars earned there. So move on to the autocross. go. Slight problem. One moment. Oh, seems to have lost sound. Let's have a look. There we go. Hopefully that's better. We've got sound back. There we go. That was a little bit close to not getting first there, but first we did get. I'm only 200,000 away from hitting my overall cap as well, so there will be some odd M dollars spent shortly. %. So next, the Grand Prix circuit at Red Bull Ring. Cup event, 3 laps. Now, as I said, I reckon, well, I reckon 24,000 M dollars will be earned by doing 3 laps here if I win. Might be a little bit more. Let's get round to the outside. It always makes me laugh that they've decided to do almost night races for cars that have no headlights. I mean, sure, you do get Formula One events that are at night time, but my word, are those places lit up quite heavily. Not seeing any lights here. I only need to finish in the top 3 to open up the next tier. So that shouldn't be a problem. To be fair, probably not much of a problem to get first either. There we go, that's first before the end of lap 1. So this moment in time, still relatively straightforward, and that's with a car that currently cannot complete the whole series. I am going to have to spend a little bit of gold. Never too worried about spending R dollars or M dollars. The gold's quite a precious commodity in this game, as it is in real life apparently. Bit of yo-yo noise from the electric engine. Oh. Oh, there we go. That is 2 laps down. 1 more to go. In first, 250 yards ahead of second. Ish. Let's see what we can do. Right, okay, almost there. Oh, here we go. Let's have a look then. How much dollars did that race earn me? 25,000 dollars. 188,000 earned so far today. I've only got 62,000 left available before I hit the cap. Car needs servicing. Worst thing that could happen now is if the next tier has an endurance in it. Well, we got lucky there. So an outside chance of completing this series up to 50%. The problem with doing that is it will mean earning some dollars that, although doesn't count towards the daily total, I'm not entirely sure if it will hinder the overall total. But let's have a look. How much dollars do we earn? 50,000. Right, okay, well, we're going to do it. Let's give it a go. So this series might... Actually, do you know what? It won't be done in 2 parts because obviously the second half of this series, each tier, slowly but surely, is earning more dollars per 3 races. So unlikely that I'm going to complete it in 2 parts. Definitely, I think the right decision to split it up into 3 parts. Right, so first up, speed record. Grand Prix circuit at the Nürburgring. Now, we've been racing, in fairness, not that long. 1 hour, well, let's say 1 hour 5 minutes. So it's pretty easy on a daily basis to hit that dollar total with just a little bit of racing. I know, but I just thought, why not? There we go. All done. Just a little bit of damage to the bodywork as always. You got to keep the engineers busy. Don't want them getting too bored. Again, it's another series that doesn't make any sense. Why do you have night races on cars that don't have lights when the circuit themselves are not lit up? It's silly. You wouldn't get it in real life. Why do we get it in the game? Anyway, there we go. That is first on the speed record. Okay, 10,800 earned just from that wrong one race. This is definitely going to be touch and go. Next, Hunter, around the international circuit at Dubai Autodrome. Got to win by 285 yards. I'm sure this won't be a problem. Seven hundred, 600, 500, 400. 300, 200. Pause that there. Right, just about to overtake the Hunted. There we go. Into fourth. Third, second, first. There we go. Right, okay. So it's crunch time now. So I've only got 42,000-ish M dollars left to earn. Now we do have a short track as it's a Formula E track, but how many laps have we got to complete it in? 4. Might be okay. Hmm. Barge my way through. Excuse me, faster car coming through. Move out your way. Thank you very much. Okay, if I get these two, then I know at least I've opened up the next tier. There we go, into third. Just a slight nudge. Thank you very much. Into first. Well, I'm in the lead. I'm on the third lap. I'm only just ahead though, but ahead I am. So I've got to keep myself there by hook or by crook. I can actually see me catching the back markers on this. Now, thinking about it, it's not exactly a short lap. So I reckon there's a possibility, unless in the next tier we've got a speed snap and a autocross. Interesting that we've not had a drag race yet. Might not get to 50%. Okay, final lap. Still ahead, not by much. A little bit more than the previous lap. Just got to keep. Oh, see, now I've probably even lost first now. Oh, no. But he is right on my tail now. Almost see a back marker. There we go. Just coming into view now. There we go. So somebody called error.exe or error.exe has entered the chat on the YouTube side and says, dude, we need pit stops for this game. It's an electric car. If we have pit stops, they're going to do what they do in Formula E, which is get out of one car and get in another. We don't want that. We don't want that. So there we go. $18,600 into my total. So I do have a little bit left. That being said, error.exe, thank you for watching. And thank you for your comment in the chat. Right, service the car. It's free and it's instant. Okay, so we're at 46%. I think we can do both the head-to-head. Yeah, easily. Head-to-head and the autocross. Take us to 50%, and then we'll end it there because let's have a think about that. Will that earn us more than? Yeah, it will. So let's do head-to-head. And the autocross, 50%, job done, hopefully. And then we'll be back tomorrow. Oh, 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 oh. Whee! Oh, there we go. That is first, taking us up to 48%. 233,000. Mm. Yeah, we'll just do the autocross. Get to 50% and then call it a day there. Whoop. There we go. Pretty straightforward. So Aaron C. John says they will have to make a whole another game to add pit stops. Well, I think if they had any sense, I would literally just split the game in two between road collection and motorsports. That's what I would do. Problem solved. But yeah, will they do that? Nope. Nope. That's what I would do. All right, so there we go. That is the end of racing in the limited series for today because I've just about hit the limit. I'm not going to claim any $M rewards in terms of in the VP section, but obviously I have to collect this. So I'm almost hitting my 5 million total. So I do have a plan on this. So my expectation is to be able to take this series to 100%. I do need to upgrade the car. So my expectation is I'll have to probably, I mean, let's have a look. Engines 60. I probably want to avoid that. What have we got? Body at 50. I think I need to apply 2 sets of upgrades. So 2 sets of gold and then 2 sets of $M. I won't do that today. So that's 55. That's 42. Possibility. What's that? And that's 50. So there's a couple of options available. Not entirely sure which way I'm going to go at the moment. And I also don't know how much the $M is. So the expectation is I can apply both those $M upgrades at some point tomorrow. And that will enable me to reduce the $M down, fingers crossed, and therefore carry on racing. If it's still not enough, then I'll just do something as simple as going into my motorsports garage. Now it's saying, there we go, saying that I don't have a lot of cars. So there we go. So I've got plenty of cars to purchase if need be. It doesn't have to be Formula E. It could be, let's have a look what else we got. I think the IMSAs are gold. What have we got in here? I think these are all gold as well. Yeah. Won't be doing them. So there's plenty of options. 29 out of 32. I think these are gold as well. Bizarre. It says it's on loan. I don't know what's going on there. So that's what we'll do tomorrow. So Aaron C. John says, is tomorrow an early stream? It will probably be a similar time. So in terms of servicing, all that I will do is go to a previous round. I think round 4. If we select that, and I'll look to apply. Hopefully I've got the right. No, nothing in there. Okay. I'll go to I'll go to round 5. And I'll look to apply a free and instant servicing for either 1 hour. I believe I've got a 2-hour one. So I'm not sure which one I'll go for at the moment. So it will be a similar time. Unfortunately for me, the free and instant servicing, which is available for a day, which it should be, will run out by the time I've streamed. But that's not a problem because I do have some instant free and instant servicing rewards available to use. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, there we go. So we were able to get to 50%. We've pretty much hit our limit in terms of M dollars. That's why I always say it's a bit silly, I think, when you've got a limited series and it's for a motorsports car to take that to 100% because you're missing out on M dollar earnings for at least 50% of the limited series. So it makes sense to at least split it up into 2. Now, because it's taken me to 50% in the first half to get 250,000 M dollars, I'm pretty sure as you go through each tier, the races will get longer, and as the races get longer, you're earning more M dollars, which is why I'm going down the route of splitting this particular limited series into 3 parts. So there'll be a second part tomorrow and a third part on Friday. And if Friday's a pretty quick stream, then what I'll do is I'll simply go into this car's series, having now upgraded it, and we'll do a bit of racing in this series to hopefully earn. Oh, it's just M dollars. Well, that's a bit rubbish. No gold to be earned there. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Right. Okay. So a little bit of a short stream today. Although that being said, we've still managed to hit 1 hour 30 minutes, and if that is the case, then it would suggest I'm probably better off doing a 2-hour free servicing tomorrow. Okay, game off screen. Mute the audio, though to be fair, you can hardly hear it. Right. There we go. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Thank you for everyone that watched. Thank you to everyone that commented in the chat. If you did like this video, if you wouldn't mind giving it a like or a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of this type of content, then if you watch on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel The Fifth Guardian. And if you watch on Rumble, then please give the channel of The Fifth Guardian a follow. Right, with that being said, I hope whatever is left of your day is a very good one. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Until then, thank you and goodbye.